Does it feel so good to be back? Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in, and welcome back to Season 8, Episode 4 of Chicago Bears Weekly. Now, I kind of want to explain where I've been. I took a little bit of a hiatus. It was something that I actually needed personally to get recharged. I needed it personally to give a little bit of a break from YouTube, a little bit of a break from content creating. But I am back now, full go, full swing, things in full effect, videos coming, and you guys have probably seen I've added wrestling videos as well to this channel. So I am back in full effect, full swing. I needed a little break, needed a little bit of a hiatus. I'm sorry I didn't announce it, but it felt good. I feel recharged, and it's time to get it to another episode of Chicago Bears Weekly. This week's episode is going to be my own mock draft. Now, how I'm going to do this is, it's not going to be something that's set in stone. It's just a little fun exercise. As you guys probably already know, or if you're new to the channel, I'm not that big of a draft expert. I like to do these mock drafts as fun exercises. It's little fun things to see where things can go as far as the NFL, which I've already done one, which I will link there in the cards. And now I'm going to be doing one for the Chicago Bears. And with the Bears having so minimal amount of pick this year, I might just be redoing it. And this video probably do maybe one or two episodes, well, not episodes, but one or two mocks in this video just to see how everything could go. But nonetheless, this intro has been a little bit too long already. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Alright, so we're using the NFL Mock Draft Database Simulator, and of course, we're picking the Chicago Bears. We're picking all 7 rounds, pre-draft, normal, standard trades, and into the draft room. And as we see, the Bears only have 4 picks, so this is probably something I might just redo in the course of this video. Maybe kind of point out some different scenarios of how things could go. But let's dive into it. And we already know the Bears are going to take, okay, so we have some offers. We have one offer for the #1 overall pick. At this point, it makes stupid sense to even trade it now that you traded Justin Fields. So we're going to reject that. And we're going to draft, as we probably already know the Bears are going to do this actually. We're going to draft Caleb Williams. Okay, so we're going to see how the rest of this draft goes. And the Cardinals have made an offer to give us 27th pick, 71st pick, a 4th rounder next year, a 6th and a 7th next year. I mean, it's a possibility that the Bears can trade back from here. I don't think it's personally going to happen. So at this point, I'm going to reject this trade. Now, as we look at the board, and let's see if I can actually do that. As we see, Marvin Harrison Jr. is off the board. Jaden Daniels is off the board. Malik Neighbors, Rome Aduze, and McCarthy is off the board in this sense. So we have some options that the Bears could go. Drake May is surprisingly off the board here. I mean, still on the board in this scenario. You can go Dallas Turner. You can go Joe Alt, which is another possibility, but you can also go Jared Verse here. But since Dallas Turner is the high prospect on the board at this point, and I don't see the Bears moving out of it, especially if Dallas Turner is here, I ain't going to have Dallas Turner as this pick. Now, we only have 2 more picks left as far as this particular exercise goes. So I will see you guys then. All right, so we have an offer for the Bears to drop to number 81 overall in the 3rd round and get another 4th round pick. I still think this could be a possibility the Bears could do. We get them extra picks in this draft to get more depth. And with this, you're only moving 6 spots back, and it's in the 3rd round. So I, as my own GM, as my personal GM, being me, I would actually take this deal. We get 2 more, we get an extra draft pick, and we get to move back a couple of spots, and then we have another 2 offers. We have the Ravens to get 5th round of this year, 3rd round of next year. That's one I would not do, so let me reject that. The Bears would get a 2025 in round 5 and 2025 round 6, and then move back 6 more spots. I don't want to move back again. I just don't. So I will reject this offer. Now we have our quarterback, we have our edge rusher. Let's see what wide receiver depth that we have in this draft. We have Jaylon Pope, we have Tremaine Burton. This might be crazy, but I think the Bears could go a rather wide receiver here just to add some depth to the position, as Keenan Allen is in the last year of his deal, and we're not sure if he's going to resign. So I think we go with the route of Brendan Rice in this, and I think we draft Brendan Rice, and we have pick 102, and the Bears can go so many different directions with that pick. And let's see where we're going to go here. The Titans are offering us a haul, and this is something I might not pass up. We get a 4th rounder, we get 2 7s, we get a 5th and a 6th just for them to move up 1 spot. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. And for the Jets, we get to drop, I think that's 9 spots, and get a 5th and 2 6ths. I'm not going to lie, the Titans are giving up a lot just to move up 4 spots. I think that might be a fleece. I think I would be a fool to turn that down. I'll accept that one. But Bears get more draft picks. Okay, we get the move back 3, 2 7th rounders. I don't think so. We get the Falcons 7th round pick, a 4th, the swap 4ths, and we get 2 7ths. No, I don't think this is a point. Ooh. I don't think the Bears need to add more picks in this draft. We're moving back a little bit too far. We reject that. We get 2 7 from the Texans. No, I think the Bears are good right where they are. And this is probably a position where the Bears could probably add some depth to their line. I think this is a possibility that they could do. I think they could add some interior depth to the offensive line at this position. I think they can add some depth to the defensive line at this position. And then I think this is a route that they could possibly take. And I think this is a route they will take. And I think they're going to add some interior depth with Justin Jones departing. And I think you're going to draft one here with Leonard Taylor out of the U. Now we have another pick in this round. We have the 127nd overall pick. I don't think the Bears are going to be doing any more trades. I wouldn't do any more. I think we're good as a football team as is. We can add the more depth at different positions. And another wide receiver, no, I don't think that's good here. Add some depth to that corner spot. Add some depth to the safety spot would be, I think, good suggestions for the Bears here. And add depth to your team. I think this is the rounds where you start to add depth. Tyreek Stevenson was a later round pick. He didn't get this far down. But you got our receiver in Brendan Rice in his draft. I still think Tyler Scott could be productive. And I'm not going to get another receiver. I think they could possibly go corner to add some depth to that spot, but I don't think so. I think you're going to add another safety spot. You add depth there with Dadrian Taylor-Demerson out of Texas Tech. And now we have our 7th round picks with 242 and 252 respectively. And I'll see you guys then. All right, so we're at our 7th round pick, 242. And we have Bertrand, the linebacker. I think we could add depth at that position. Running back, I think the Bears will be solid with Herbert. They have Roschon Johnson and they have DeAndre Swift. I don't think a running back would be a pick that they make. Maybe they could still add more depth with their interior, but I think they add some linebacker depth. And J.D. Bertrand out of Notre Dame here. And they have one more pick at 252. Well, we have one more pick. Maybe another edge rusher here. Maybe another interior defensive lineman here. But I think they spent a lot of money on the offense. They used some resources to get offensively. They can still use maybe another interior defensive lineman, but I don't think so. But we have Pickens and we have Dexter, and we just drafted Leonard Taylor there, so maybe I don't think that could be a route. I think they could use just probably another corner just to have depth, and I'll take Johnny Dixon out of Penn State. So this is my mock draft. I'm going to do this exercise one more time, but you get Caleb Williams, which we presume is going to be the #1 pick. Dallas Turner, which if he falls there, I think the Bears will take him. Brendan Rice in the trade. We get Leonard Taylor in a trade, and we get J.D. Bertrand and Johnny Dixon in trades. And our original pick was Dadrian Taylor Demerson, which I think this is a very good draft. They get A+, B grades. So I think this is solid for the Bears. Today's video is brought to you by Cellular C4. This is a product that I personally use before I even decided to partner with them. And the first thing I got introduced to was the energy drinks by C4. This right here is a fruit punch flavor. They have many other flavors. They have popsicle flavors that just dropped. They have Skittles, Starburst, all the type of flavors that you want. To help you get started with your day, you can wake up in the morning before you start your day and drink you one of those. And also before you get that workout in, when it's workout day, you can take you some pre-workout to help you get the boost in your workout. All the products, 0 sugar, low calories. This is a great product to take you in your workouts and your journey on fitness to the next level. And I am happy to partner with a product that I was already using in my own personal life. And I will leave my code in the description below to save you guys 20% on your first purchase of C4 of their workouts. They even have muscle recovery to help boost after workouts. They have so many supplements and things to help you on your fitness journey, and you can get yours today in the description below. Click the link and use my code APW Sports to help you save 20%. And again, the links are in the description below, and use the code APW Sports to save you 20% on your purchase. Now, it is time to get back into the video. We're going to do one more mock draft. Of course, Bears, 7th round. And we're going to get it all again into the draft room. And we're going to start. And, of course, I'm taking Caleb Williams yet again. Now it's interesting to see how this draft goes. Now, as it looks like, okay, I don't think the Bears will trade back. Especially with Rome Odunze and Dallas Turner still on the board. I don't think the Bears are in a position to really trade back with this particular mock. And with Odunze still being on the board, Keenan Allen being in last year of his contract, and you can get the talent of a player like him, I think you draft Odunze in this particular manner. I think you can either go Dallas Turner, Rome Odunze, or if Marvin Harrison Jr. drops this far, you can get him at this particular position. So the Bears are sitting in a very good place of riches at this #9 overall pick, and that depends on how everything goes in the draft before them. Now, that is something that you can't predict, because we had the Texans move up last year again to get Will Anderson Jr. So it is very unpredictable. Maybe could possibly the Bears move up? Maybe. I just don't think the Bears at this point have the assets to move up, because they used them in trades to get Keenan Allen. They used them in different trades to get Montez Sweat. So I don't think the Bears are in a position where they have some of the assets to actually move up. Could it be a possibility? Yes, but I personally don't think the Bears are going to move up from #9. So here we go with this, and at this trade, I'm not taking this one because we moved back a little bit too far. We get around, I'm definitely not taking that. We lose another pick this year, no. I'm rejecting that. We lose another pick, and we only get 2 5th-rounders, no. That one, and I'm definitely not doing any business. Ooh, we get 2 3rds, but I'm not doing any business with the Packers to help them, no. So, at this point, we can get an edge rusher in Braylon Trice. We can get an offensive tackle depth, but I think this is something we get some edge depth in Trice. And I think we're not going to move at this point, at this particular point in the draft. The Bears have the 22nd overall pick. And I personally, the first mock draft, I think the Bears, I think in my position, we get too much of a good offer for what we had and get more players. But I think in this one, and I think this was what is going to happen in real lifetime, I don't think the Bears are probably going to move at this point, at any point of the draft. And we're going to reject this, we're going to reject that, and we move. This could be a possibility. We only move one spot back. We move one spot back, and we get a 4th and a 7th next year. Can add some assets, and to move one back, I'll take that. So, and they wanted a receiver, which they just got Stephon Diggs. The Dolphins are basically giving us their whole entire late round picks next year to get out of this spot. I don't think the Bears are going to do that, even though this is a very enticing one. They get 4th, 5th, 6th next year, 2 7ths, and a 5th. This one is very enticing. The Dolphins are basically offering us their entire late round draft, which I could possibly take, but I don't think the Bears are in a position to do that, even though this is tough because you lose on a player. The Bears have already added some interior depth in their offensive line. The Bears could possibly get maybe some depth in their interior, their defensive line. So I'm going to reject all these offers. And what we have left on the board, we have Braylon Allen, another possibly pick. We have Blake Fisher, another possible pick. Get some depth for your offensive line. And on the outsides, you get a tight end and Theo Johnson to help with that. But I'm not sure where the Bears can go at this particular point. They can go maybe get a safety here to add some depth there. I think at this position in the draft, I think the Bears might add some cornerback depth. You have Jaylon Johnson, Stevenson, or you could possibly add, now Zach Zinter, the injury is a little bit tricky with me. I don't think you're going to do that one. Maybe you add some depth on your offensive line. So, at the end of the day, I think this is a possibility. But like I told you guys from the start, I'm not a draft expert. I'm really not. I am not a draft expert. I will tell you that on all fronts. I am not a draft expert. So, as Bears have no more picks, that is going to conclude this week's episode of Chicago Bears Weekly. Leave you guys' thoughts on what the Bears could do in the draft in the comments down below. And I would love to see what you guys think. But at the end of the day, it's just an exercise. It's just for fun. I'm not an expert. I've let that disclaimer known. I'm not an expert, but I will see you guys in the next one. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great and excellent day. Peace.